Welcome to New York, New Rock, to our special interview with Von Elmo.
We usually like to come up with a different poster for each show. And I have a team of promotion people that are working very closely with me. And they go out there and they dedicate their time, and we just flood the city with Von Elmo paraphernalia, because it's important to get the name out and to get people to know who you are. I have so many posters. A lot of my posters that I had from the past, I don't have anymore. And you know, I could be doing a show, I could get done with the show, walk into the dressing room, someone comes out of nowhere from the past 10, 12 years ago, even 15 years ago, and says, "Hey, Vaughn, remember this poster?" And I go, "Wow, look at that. Get me a copy. I mean, I want a copy of my own poster." So I have these people actually send me copies of my own posters that I don't even have anymore, because apparently they've actually collected them from the street, taken them off walls, and save them. And I have very dedicated fans that will come to my shows and show me Von Elmo posters that are 15 years old. And I'll sign them, you know, I'll sign my name, or if they wish, I'll autograph them, you know, whatever they want, if that's what they wish. And it's cool. I mean, it's a real cool thing, because some of these posters I don't even have. And I'd love to have myself. So this is one of the things that's been happening at the shows. It's really cool. You know, it's great. So promotion is very important, and we do a lot of it, and we'll always do a lot of it. And hopefully we'll be getting those big billboards too in the near future. Back in the mid-70s, early 80s, there was a very good friend of mine, Peter Crowley, who used to run Max's Kansas City. I'm sure you're familiar with that club. It was a great club in its day. He gave me a call from California and said, "Vaughn, I have a record company, which is called Variant Records." And he said, "Do you remember that recording we did that we never put out back in 1980? And I said, "Right, that great recording we did in the studio that was supposed to be on a Max's Kansas City compilation album." Well, he preserved it, and we have that now on a nicely done CD with some new songs. So actually Peter Crowley is responsible for the new CD, which is called Cosmic Interception. So basically that's a short scenario of how this came about, you know. And
about the first record and Red Transistor.
excuse me, I have a phone call. No. Well, the first record came straight through the telephone wire, okay? And I was on the phone. It came out of the receiver. I opened up the receiver, and out came this record. It was called Future Language. And I started speaking this very strange language, which I realized at that point, yes, I was speaking the language of the future. So I said, I will call this album Future Language, which came out of the telephone. So I have an album that I put out in 1981 called Future Language, which, from what I understand, did absolutely incredible. Even though we didn't release too many of them, it made Chuck Eddy's top 500 best heavy metal albums in the world, which he publicized in a book, which you can get in a bookstore anywhere. So it did pretty good. That was with the old Von Elmo band. And that came out on Strayzar Records, which was a record company that I used to manage and own. And you can get that album if you search around. You know, you might be able to find it.
Emblem come about and Cosmic Interception?
Okay, well, the Emblem it came to me in 1978 after I took apart Red Transistor and formed the Von Elmo Band. It just flew into my mind, and I did a rough draft of it like a blueprint of it on paper, and it started out with the universe, which of course is the circle in the emblem, the sphere. And then if you notice in the center of the circle is an antenna shooting through the universe, and of course an antenna to me is the ultimate transmitting device. So we have the antenna shooting through the universe, and this is the international transmitting symbol for universal sound, and that's what it means. And it just came right into my mind from the vast universe. I mean, and I put it down on paper, and then we turned it into medallions, and it's the emblem of the band. These abductions usually come when one is sleeping, and the first abduction was when I was 7, and then the second sighting was in 1979, Seagate, Coney Island on the beach. This is how I wrote Ultraviolet Light, which was to emulate the sighting. That's what the song was all about. So the Cosmic Interception is my cosmic interception that I've intercepted with my alien encounters, and I'm still looking into how, why, and when and where this happened to me, and why me, and the research is so in depth that I mean, this could take years. But it started influencing my music, my way of writing songs. Not all songs, but some of my songs are largely influenced by the closely personal related experiences with UFOs and abductions that took place in my life. So Cosmic Interception is that interception, and I'm trying to bring that interception to my audience. I'm sort of the cosmic force that is relating the vast news to them through my songs, and the interception, we intercept as they intercept, and we transmit as they transmit, but I'm basically the transmitter in this case, and the audience is intercepting. And what are they intercepting? They're intercepting different forms of wisdom, different forms of information, messages, various amounts of colorful technology that comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms, and tastes, sounds, light variations, and even invisible raindrops from Mirrorland number 9. New video. Okay, the new video is called Cosmic Interception, and when you see this video, it'll open up thousands of doors. I wanted to do it in a way where it can emulate speed and light. So it sort of emulates something going faster than the speed of light when you're watching the video. And every time you will watch this video, you will see something different in the same segment. And there's always something new to see. So it's constantly going and moving, and there's thousands of things and visuals to see. It's like it has its own separate dimensions, And in each dimension in the video, there's different realities. So you have thousands of dimensions which equal thousands of different realities, and this is what the video is all about. It's just constantly moving and going. I think it grabs you to the point where you just want to keep watching it over and over and over again. And this was our goal with this particular video. Much on the contrary of the new video I'm working on now, which is the total opposite of this one, from one of the songs called Inside Shadowland, which is just very, very slow and lackadaisical and very spacey, and it's like the total opposite. So the two of them together, when we get the other one, it would be an incredible contrast to put on one and then the other. But right now we have just Cosmic Interception, and we just finished it, and it's a very good example of what the song represents. So I think we've established on video a good representation of the song. Just to get off the subject, would you like to see what would happen if I pulled this? I think it would be quite interesting, and it would make an interesting sound. Well, we won't do that.